Heyo! Amulas Tefki! Hemmer zu embaut! step key. Hammer to inbound.
Howdy, and welcome to PlanCo Wars Frontier's Edge. Let's get started by setting it to daytime. And then we can go straight to placing the blueprint. None of the collision options need to be enabled. You can just put this down. Once you select the blueprint, go ahead and press X to bring up the advanced move options, and then bring it down until only the see me sign is visible and the hide me sign has gone away. Then once you have it at the correct place, you can then slide the blueprint around, press X again to bring up the rotation, to place it wherever you'd like it. Once you have it in the correct spot, click the check mark to build by. And then you can see we've got left here. Let's set that to test. And there'll also be right. And it's important that both are tested so we can open them right away, because if you'll see, even on test mode, they'll follow each other immediately. They will not wait for minimum departure interval. They won't wait these 16 seconds. And while that's not usually a huge deal, on this ride it causes them to all pile up pretty quickly because the triggers are set to all work on that 16-second interval. While that's testing, let's start with the pathing. Couple of notes. Generally have everything snapped to 90 degrees. The width of the path will be 4 meters. And then we can start right here at this ride entrance. We'll start here. Then make the turn and make the stairs up. Then flatten out. And then let's go back down the stairs. Flatten this. But instead of letting it connect to this exit, it's better if you go over here and connect this, and then connect that up. It just makes it easier. Then we fill in the rest of this area. I'm going to stop it from connecting there by holding down Control in order to fill in the path, and then we go back and connect it. And that just works a little easier. Connect up that shop here. Same thing. Hold down Control to make it not auto-connect, and then go back and connect it later. Now, stairs down to the canteen. First one side, then the other. Then simply fill in the rest of this downstairs area. As you can notice, we're not on the ground yet. We should be above this stony castle floor. Finish up the connecting of the food and the drink stalls. And that's all that done. Now to make the pathways out, I recommend starting with this one, straight to the ground, and then once we get outside, set the width to 10 meters. Hold down Control if it tries to auto-connect. And we can connect up that nice and easy. And if you want, you can make a little area out here. Then let's change it back to 4 meters. Change angle snap to 45 degrees for these ones. Hold down Control so it doesn't auto-connect. And then we can hold down Z to connect up nice and straight. Down. Down. Z. We get it to connect up nice and even. Now, we'll do the queue for the rides. First this one. Up the stairs. Then we flatten out here. Make a turn. Come back this way. Back across here. Back a bit. Zigzag through here, filling in the space. And we leave this gap in here for the priority queues. Straight shot before we then head downstairs. Then once we get to this point, we want to have the angle snap on 45, make a 45-degree turn, then go down and to the ground, and then we'll wait until we do this one to connect that. Probably should have done this one first. That's not a big deal. up the stairs. This has essentially the same layout. Across. Back. Filling in the space. Stairs down. Again, 45-degree turn. Then down. Once we get out here, set the width to 10 meters. Start by going this way. And then once we've placed that down, then we go here and select the grid. And this will allow us to fill in this entire plaza area by simply filling in all the area we want. Then once this entire area is filled in, deselect the grid. Let's come back. Make sure the queues are connected. Reconnect this one. And now let's finish off the plaza area. In sections such as this, what you do is you bisect the two curves with another path, and then once we delete that bisection, you'll see it smooths out the area. We can do the same thing here. That smooths it out. Like so. Now we've got a larger, smoother plaza. And you don't have to worry about where the path goes under this area, as I've included curbs to make sure that guests will not walk through these sections that the path goes under. Now as for here, you'll notice that there's a little gap here. That's fine. There's an entertainer point under this area. You can connect that up. Then I recommend adding a little xaphor to go and perform at it. You can do so by setting a roster for him. New roster. Falcon. And then simply selecting the star. Then you assign it to him, and he'll stand over here entertaining guests in front of the PlanCo version of the Millennium Falcon. Now let's connect up the party passes. We need to make sure the angle snap is on and at 45 degrees before we start. And then we'll start with this side. Entrance. The entrance is right here for the party queue. And the exit right here at a 45-degree angle. And then we connect this by going from the exit, 90-degree turn, then make a 45-degree turn, let it auto-connect. And then for this side, place our priority entrance right here. The exit's at a 45-degree angle. And we'll connect it by starting at the entrance. Go forward. Auto connector. Now that's all the queues connected. There's one more piece of pathing to do. For Amelie's little podium area. Let's first turn off railing. And then simply connect up like so. Now, when we put Amelie down, if she's not facing the direction you want her to face, you simply just have to put her down somewhere to force her to move in the direction you want. And then grab her before she has a chance to turn around, place her down, and there you go. Now she'll always stay in that spot, forever waving to the guests. So long as in the settings you have both staff happiness and staff management features disabled. If either of those are enabled, then she will eventually get very sad, because no matter how much money you give her, she'll have absolutely nothing to do, because this will never count as actually entertaining guests. She'll always just think she's entertaining no one. So if you don't have both of those features disabled, she'll eventually become sad and grumpy and stop waving at people, which would be disappointing. If you have those features enabled for the rest of your park, then I would recommend skipping having her up here at all. And that is it. We can go here, delete the instructional signage, and make sure both the rides are open. There. And that's it. If you followed along with me, hopefully it wasn't too much of a pain. I hope you enjoy PlanCo Wars Frontier's Edge. That's all from me. Cheers.